Hey, it's Wolfy-Chan, and I'm back with a number 2 review on the Devil's Line manga. Do you know how hard it was not to, buy this, on my iPod, like, just to get it because I'm super in love with this series too hard? I really do. I love the Devil's Line so hardcore. So, this takes place right after, of course, the Volume 1, where Yuki is tracking down the sniper, has to drink blood, woo. So it goes over to, oh, again, Tyra? I believe that's how you say her name, because it's Taira. I'm gonna go with that. Sorry if it's not how you're supposed to say it. Heh. So Tyra is, of course, the police have come to her place, made sure she was okay. She now has a scar because of the glass shard. So, and is trying to find where Yuki is because he ran off, and she's like, I hope he's okay, all this stuff. We have the police who, like, the guy who's kind of head of the division, and then we have the doctor who takes care of Yuki and, all that good stuff. So he sees, because he has kind of like a tracker in him, that his blood, his body temperature is going up. And that only happens when a devil has taken human blood. And so he sees Tyra and is like, did he drink your blood? Is this why he's like this? And she's like, no, he actually ran off before he did any of that. So they track him down to the alley, and we find out the white haired guy's name is Hans Lee. Very interesting name combination. But Yuki has basically almost attacked the sniper person, and she got away. She got into her getaway van because people got and grabbed her, and they drove off. And Yuki jumps onto the car, sees everybody that's in the car, his officer, the police, or the his police guy, the doctor, and Tyra. Is that what it is? Is it Tyra? Oh god, I'm bad at names, guys. Sorry. But Tyra walks out of the car, and he legit kind of crawls up to her and looks like he's about to attack her. But they do have this moment of looking at each other. Like he wouldn't really attack her, but she's also kind of like, I don't want him to attack me. I don't want this to happen. So, kind of stuff. So, we then have Hans Lee, who basically punches him, knocks him out, and sees Tyra and is like, can I have a bit of your blood? And she's like, what? And so the police guy's like, who are you? And are you a devil? And he's like, well, I'm not a criminal yet, so you're not going to track me. Bye. So now it kind of goes into a bit of a time jump because Tyra keeps looking kind of for Yuki and trying to find where he's at and hoping he's okay. So she's a little bit desperate and goes back to the last place that they found, which was the street alley. She goes, doesn't see him, but guess who's there? Hans Lee. Oh, Hans. And so she's about to get picked up by these guys, and then Hans speaks, I believe, German to them, or some language that's not very native to Japan. And they're like, "Oh God, a weird foreigner! Let's run away!" Which he then turns to Tyra and is like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "God, you really are a foreigner, because I didn't understand you." Yeah, I speak multiple languages because my family was from different places and stuff like that. Hey, do you want to get something to eat or drink? I'm so totally hungry. And so they talk and kind of start bonding a little bit. Because she asks his eye, his left eye, always is demon. This is always the devil. But his right eye is human. And he's like, oh yeah, this only acts up because I drink blood. And she's like, how can you be okay with blood and everything? oh, well, I've gotten accustomed to small amounts of blood every day, so now if there's like a car accident and people are dead in front of me, I'm not like, well, better go eat them people. And so he says this, and she's like, wait, could this also work for Yuki? And tries to piece that together. And so he's like, are you trying to find the guy that I gave blood to? Because his wounds started healing. And he's like, I gave them to people like that because you can heal the wounds. Snap back to the doctor and the police guy, and they're like, can that really happen? And like, I haven't seen any devil that you do that to and they heal. And I'm like, point, I guess. They also make an off comment that devils who don't really drink blood or anything like that don't live as long. They live to be about 39 and then they're dead. With the small circle of devils there are in this world, oh goodness, they're really like, if nobody does that, like, does that mean that they die? And like their species just dies, and it's like, a thought for food for thought. Just thinking about that. But he asks if she's looking for Yuki, and she's like, yes, but I can't find him. So then he makes a deal, and like he orders like a whole bunch of food, and the whole place is like, this guy's eating a lot. She gets tea because that's originally what he just asked her for. So they go walking around, both Hans and Tyra go walking around kind of to look for Yuki. Well, Yuki Yuki does pop into the bar that the police officer, the doctor, and the other vampiress, Julie, or Devil, is in. And so what happens is that this place that has numbers for people has executed Plan B. Now, our sniper didn't want Plan B. She thought that'd be too much and too ridiculous. Well, they've been taking away her guns slowly to not raise awareness, which, truthfully, it's all a lie. She knows. She knows. And so with that, like, she goes to the scene trying to stop it. It doesn't work. I'm just going to give you her story is it doesn't work. She gets stabbed. You find out the leader of that organization or the numbers organization is a guy from the police force, and he's also a really bad guy. Like there's something wrong with him. So, woo. I'll forget about it, kinda. So, what happens next is Hans is like, there's something bad that's about to happen, we should get going. There's a weather person and a camera guy that's like making sure everything's like 1, 2, 3, like let's go. And so this guy basically cuts the weather girl's throat, and the guy who's like 3, 2, 1 is a devil and starts to drink her. Well, that causes like a weird chain reaction to a lot of the demons that see it. Like you can't smell it, but if you see blood, oh goodness, because Julie starts to turn, which is very weird. So then we have Yuki who bursts in, and the doctor gave him a gift, which is a gas mask and a like color diverter or something like that. So you can't see red or anything. Like everything's gray. Okay, cool. Um, and the guy in the bar got a TV because he had a crush on the little girl, and now shouldn't have done that. But Yuki sees that Tyra is in the crowd with that guy. And she's like, in his mind, he's like, oh, are they going out? Like, is that a thing? I mean, like, she could go with. I'm gonna go protect her. Yeah. Takes down Julie, makes sure she's okay, then runs off to go get Tyra. Proud of you, Yuki. Proud of you. So they do manage to get in, and Hans is protecting Yuki, or protecting Tyra as much as he can. But of course, devils start kind of popping out more, and it's not the best. So Tyra sits down against the wall. Come to find out, there's a kid that's about to be attacked by a devil, and the guy's about to attack her, and she's like, oh, well, I better protect the kid. So she kind of punches him in a way, gets scratched up and blood out there, and tells the kid to run. Well, that guy did not like that his meal is on wheels now. And like Tyra runs and he follows her. And Hans is trying his best to divert everything. And one of the camera guys is like, "Oh, you're really helping." And he grabs the camera and goes, "You really shouldn't be recording this because you're getting the wrong impression of people. Stop now." So that's cool. Yuki is actually kind of following her, finally finds her in the opposite building, and sees that she's about to be attacked by a devil. And guess what? People are not really nice because they're like, the devil's following her. If we just give the devil her, we won't get attacked. Let's do this. Really? You're self sacrificing pieces of not nice human beings. Well, thank goodness we have Yuki, who jumps in, breaks another window. I think this is his hobby now. Knocks out the devil, pretty hardcore. Picks up Tyra and takes her away. Now, once again, she's bleeding. Woot. And Yuki is, of course, like, "I need to get you out of here, but, oh, you're bleeding. This is not good. This is not good." But she fully admits that, like, "I love you and I don't want you to go." And it's a sweet, heart-pulling, heart-wrenching, everything part, because Yuki's like, "Wait, she does like me." Here's somebody coming down the stairs, grabs her, and hides her. You find out this is the guy who was the knife guy, and the whole scenario that I told you about before happens. So he gets killed because, of course, you need something to cover it up. Sniper Girl gets stabbed. That guy goes away and is going back to... The best way I can describe it is that he gets a call from the police and is like, "Better go do my real job." And goes and does that. Tyra covers up her wound. Both Yuki and Tyra both meet this guy, the numbers guy, and their squad leader. And they take Tyra back to the bar. Tyra and Yuki both get a bad feeling from numbers guy, which we find out is he's not okay. And like his eyes are really small, but his like open so you see the white all the time, so he's a bit not stable. You'd think he'd find out how to be stable. So we do get all of them to go back, and is like, "You're not safe at your home, it's better to stay at the bar." And the barkeeper also owns the building, rents out the rooms and stuff like that. And is like, "Okay, like, I can't rent out any rooms to Tyra to make herself feel better, but you could probably go into Yuki's room, it's probably fine." And he's like, "No, it's dirty. It's so not clean there." And it's a legit thing that he hasn't cleaned his room ever. That's adorable. And I think our main character, Tyra, is like 22 or 23. Like, she's been in college for a while and stuff. So it's interesting because it makes a point that she's a bit older, because Yuki has a conversation with the doctor like, how do half demons or half devils come into being? Because if you bow chicka wow wow, like, you end up killing the person. And it's like, well, then it goes to describing of being a dominatrix, and just like, if the devil's tied up and he can't do anything, a woman could theoretically have her way with him. Babies are made, and there you go. Like, it can be a thing. The devil just can't take any control of it. Cannot. And of course, it just now, starting of the book series, devils can bow chicka with people. There just has to be a doctor there so that you can trank them if they get too much. But they also make the comment that he's 21 and all this good stuff. She also makes the comment of he's only going to live until he's 39 and he needs to drink blood, yada yada. She also tells Hans in the cafe that she wants him to drink, Yuki to drink her blood so that he can still live. And Hans is like, "God, I wish there was a girl like you that would just tell me that." Like, God, one, I'd love him. too. Like, that's super adorable and cute. Like, ah, okay. But as a little side note into this, they're all cooking. Like, Julie cooks, and of course, Tara, Tyra, there you go. Tyra also helps cooking, but she's like to Julie, like, "You're really beautiful," and she's like, "Well, my mother was American, and my father was Norwegian, and they both came to Japan, and they were both devils, so I'm pure devil, meh." Which nobody's ever talked about, like, devil and devil bound chicka wow wow. But I guess you don't feel the same because it's not the blood person. It's just another devil, so you can. I guess I don't know. Other than Julie's comment about having it with Yuki, like, don't know. So she knows that he's 21, and then she walks in and is like, "What does everybody want? You know, ramen or soba? We're making both." And he's like, "I'll take some." The doctor's like, "I'll take some ramen." And then she's like, "So you're 21? You're younger than me?" And it's adorable because he's like, "Wait, do you not like younger guys?" Like, dude, you are taller than her and adorable. Like, I don't think it. And she like gets flustered and is like, "No, no, it's not anything like that. I just didn't know how old you were." No, and it's super cute. And the doctor's like, "I'll leave you two alone then. See you." And they're like, "No, wait, it's not what you think." Well, yes, it kind of is because they both admit in each other's feelings. And Hans also is trying to understand relationships, and he makes a diagram, and it's adorable, which Hans is in with them now. So, but we then get to the end of the book, which Yuki's like, "You're not going to live very long," and he's like, "I don't really care." And also, he wants to meet his father. Like, he wants to meet, like, the people who birthed him into this world. And he's like, doctor calls up the guy who was part of the facility that was the orphanage for Yuki, and it's like, "Yeah, like, I can get in contact with his dad, but, like, until he met his mother, he was the worst devil ever because he killed so many people. Legit." Like, holy snap, that's good to know that your father was evil. And we get a picture of his dad, and his dad, you see the resemblance. But flashback to Yuki and Tyra, and she's like, "I just want you to live as long as you can. Will you drink my blood?" And his eyes go big, and that's where it ends. Can somebody not end it like this? Don't end it like this. I love this series, and it's got me. It's got me. Found out that there's an anime, but I want it dubbed. But I don't know, but I love it. I love this series. I love it so much. So, if you like this video, definitely leave it in the comment section below. What do you think so far of this series? And sure, go back to what's your favorite character. Still love Yuki. Still love him. He's so adorable. And definitely don't forget to subscribe, that big red button, for more anime, manga, and something different kind of reviews. And if you want to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, the links are down below. I hope that you've been having a very wonderful day. Wolfy-Chan out. Bye.